I know you don't like him. I know you don't like him, and I've read your text how you're going to fuck him up with the DAs, and you're going to talk to another DA if the first one doesn't get it done. I've read all the text. I know you don't like him. You don't have to.
Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation with your attorney. Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Right. And counsel, you were recently appointed to represent Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, Judge.
Do you waive notice?
Yes, we're prepared to proceed. And I've conferred with my client. He's prepared to proceed as well.
Right, thank you. And are you the same Adam Gonzalez who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 10135 for the offense of unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon on April 1st, 2024? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, what allegations are you proceeding on?
We're proceeding on the original motion to revoke community supervision violation of condition number 1.
No, I mean, just if you'll tell me all the allegations. So it's 1 and what else?
And then off of the supplemental, both number 4. Everybody tries to take.
All right, so you're waiving 2, 2, 14F and 25?
Oh, I'm sorry, and 25. We're trying to think back on my apologies. We're going to waive both of the 2s and we're going to waive 14F.
All right, any objections to the waivers of 2, 2, and 14F?
No.
And to the violations that are in the motions to revoke, you've had a chance to review those with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then to violation of condition number 1, number 25, 4, and 4, how do you plead, true or not true?
Not true.
All right, then state you're ready to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state you can call your first witness.
Your Honor, this time state calls Mr. Rolando Andrade.
All right, and both parties agreed that they would have no objections to the witnesses appearing by Zoom. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's correct.
All right. Mr. Andrade, I'm sorry, Officer Andrade, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. And if you'll state your name for the record.
Rolando Andrade.
All right, state you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Officer Andrade. I know you probably can't see me very, but can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, perfect. Officer Andrade, can you tell the court how you are employed?
I'm employed with the Adult Probation Office in Bexar County.
And sir, how long have you been in that position?
I've been with the department for 10 years.
What's your current position with the department?
I am a supervisor at the main location over Central 1.
Okay. And through that position, sir, did you happen to review a file involving an Adam Gonzalez?
Yes, I did.
And how did you go about getting that file in your possession?
I was notified of the probationer's arrest. I reviewed the file on 4/20/2026.
And in reviewing the file on 4/20/26, what were your findings?
Objection, that calls for hearsay.
Sustain.
Okay. Officer Andrade, when you came into possession of that file in April of 2026, to your knowledge, had Mr. Gonzalez been reporting to probation as he was
Objection,
required
that
to?
call for hearsay unless he was supposed to report to him.
All right, that'll be sustained.
Mr. Andrade, when you got the file at that point, was Mr. Gonzalez supposed to report to you?
Objection. May I take the victim on the witness on voir dire?
Just 1 second. The objection to that question will be overruled because I believe his question was whether or not Mr. Gonzalez had to report to him.
To him, correct.
Yes.
May I take him on voir dire? The witness.
No, I mean that there's no objection. The court is overruling that objection to that specific question. You may proceed.
You can answer the question, Officer Andrade.
No, he was not supposed to report to me.
Who was he supposed to report to at that time?
Another officer, Miss Mata.
Okay. To your knowledge, is Miss Mata available with the department?
She's currently on medical leave right now.
Okay. So what happened to the file then if Miss Mata became unavailable?
I was to review it once if someone gets arrested on her caseload.
And if Miss Mata became unavailable, who was Mr. Gonzalez supposed to report to?
to the probation department.
Was there anyone in particular in the probation department, if Esmada was not available, that he was supposed to report to?
That'll call for hearsay or speculation unless he knows what Mr. Gonzalez was told at the time he wasn't Mr. Gonzalez's officer.
All right, the court will overrule that objection.
You can answer the question, officer.
It would be me.
And Officer Andrade, do you know if Mr. Gonzalez was made aware that he was supposed to report to you at that time then?
Objection, that'll call for hearsay.
That will be sustained.
Did you, Officer Andrade, notify Mr. Gonzalez at that point in time that he was supposed to be reporting to you?
No, because he was currently incarcerated.
At what point did he become incarcerated?
He was arrested on April 14th, 2026.
Okay. Prior to that, had he reported, or excuse me, strike that question. Prior to that, when was the last time he reported?
Objection, that's going to call for hearsay unless he has personal knowledge.
Sustained.
Had he reported to you prior to him being incarcerated?
No, sir.
Had he reported to you at any point in time after he became incarcerated?
No, sir.
And what was the date again? I'm sorry, for the date of his incarceration?
4/14/26.
4/14/26. Okay. And it wasn't until then that you became involved in the case, correct?
On 4/20, yes, sir.
All right.
2026.
Since that day, has he reported at all to probation?
No, sir.
To you directly?
No, sir.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Does probation have a policy for people reporting while they're in jail? I mean, in other words, do they have a free number they can call to talk to probation?
They can call the officer, yes, sir. They can call the
Is there-
main number from the jail.
Is there a free call? If he doesn't have the funds, is there a way for them to call the officer for free? Do y'all have some kind of setup with the jail so people can report while they're in jail?
No, sir.
How many people you've been in 10 years, in your 10 years, how many people have reported to you while in jail?
Very few.
That's because one, you're not going to take their call. You're not going to pay for their call, their collect call, are you?
No, sir.
And then secondly, he was arrested April the 16th and you never touched this case until April the 20th. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So how would he even know your name to call you on April the 20th or April 16th and beyond? Did you take the time? As I understand geographically, your office is what, across the street from the jail?
Yes, sir.
And I know you're seated now, but are you ambulatory? I mean, can you get up and walk?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you had to get up and walk and you were physically able to, how long is the walk from your office to the jail? What, like 2 minutes? 1 minute?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so how many times did you walk over there to let him know, hey, even though I'm not going to take your call, you should try to call me?
0.
Okay, that's all I have, Judge.
Any further questions?
No further questions for this witness. He may be excused.
All right, thank you for coming in by Zoom, Officer Andrade, and coming to be in person in court as well previously. You
No
may be
problem.
excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who's your next witness?
Your Honor, at this time, state calls Eliza Acosta.
All right, thank you for appearing by Zoom. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
My name's Elisa Acosta.
All right, if at any time you're unable to hear the questions, just let me know. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
state you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Acosta. I know you probably can't see me, but can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Ms. Acosta. Ms. Acosta, do you know someone by the name of Adam Gonzalez?
Yes, sir.
How do you know him?
I've known him for 23 years. Him and I shared 2 kids together. We were in a relationship for 10 of those years.
What kind of a relationship was it?
It was considered common law. We did get married. We never finalized our marriage certificate because he ended up getting incarcerated.
Okay, do you remember at what time you guys attempted to do that?
That was July 15th. It was probably 7 years ago.
Okay.
That happened a long.
How would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Gonzalez?
Um, it was abusive. It was physically and mentally and verbally abusive.
And was he abusive to you on January the 23rd of 2025?
Yes, sir.
Can you please describe to the court how that day began?
Yes. So we had previously separated. We ended up moving in together. I needed some help with his kids. We were staying at an apartment. The
Do you know
abuse,
where that apartment was located, Ms. Acosta?
I don't know the physical address, but I can get it. But it was the flats on Vance Jackson and Jackson Keller.
To your knowledge, Ms. Acosta, is that apartment complex located here within Bear County, Texas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and go ahead and continue. What happened when you arrived at the apartment complex?
Um, I had showed up to go and collect my belongings. I was going to leave the apartment because of all the abuse. I showed up in the morning, knocked. He opened the door. I was alone. When I walked into the apartment, there was a bunch of electronics everywhere.
What kind
I
of electronics did you see?
sound bar, TVs, speakers, laptops.
All right. And what happened after you saw those electronics?
I confronted him about the electronics because how did he have money to get all these electronics overnight when we were there and the kids and I were starving? We had no money. So what are you doing? So that turned into an argument because I questioned about where all these items came from.
Okay, and what happened after you guys got into an argument?
It got physical. We were in the living room. He pushed me onto a futon that we had. When I stood up, he grabbed a decorative table that we had and swung it at me and hit me in my left arm.
And what happened after he hit you with that table on your left arm?
I tried to make it to the door. He grabbed me from the back. When he grabbed me, there was a desk. I'm sorry. That there was a desk by the front door. There was a screwdriver on that table. I grabbed the screwdriver and I turned to try to stab him with it.
Why did you feel the need to do that, Ms. Acosta?
Because he was attacking me. I was trying to get out the front door. He stopped me. He pulled me back. And at that point, I couldn't even move my left arm. I wasn't sure if it was broke or not. It was just, I couldn't move it. It was just completely in pain.
And what happened after you attempted to stab him with that screwdriver?
I made contact. It broke a little skin. It was his right arm right above his elbow is where I stabbed him. I stabbed him. He ran out the door and I started screaming for help. I didn't have a phone. I was screaming to the neighbors. Nobody heard. So then I ran around the corner to 7-Eleven and borrowed their phone to call 911.
Were you able to contact the police at that point?
I was, and then I made it back to the apartment. I found another neighbor outside. I asked to use their phone as well because the cops had not showed up. And then at that point, SAPD and Castle Hills showed up.
Okay. If you give me 1 second, Mr. Costa.
That's fine. No, of course. Yeah.
Mr. Costa, I'm gonna try and do this a little bit differently. And tell me, can you see me right now, Mr. Costa?
Sure.
Okay. Now, I'm showing you what has been pre-marked as Exhibit 1 for identification purposes. Do you recognize what this is?
Yes, sir.
What is this, Mr. Costa?
That's the decorative table he hit me with. Excuse me. That's a decorative table he hit me with. It was
How do you know that it is the table in particular?
that was our table we had in our living room. If you flipped it upside down, there's a mirror on the other side. That's the side I got hit with, the bigger side of it, because he picked it up and had it more towards the bottom carrying it.
Have you seen this before?
Yes.
And then lastly, Ms. Acosta, to your knowledge, has what's in this photograph been altered in any way?
No, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Acosta, I'm now showing you what's in pre-marked exhibit number 2 for identification purposes. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize what this is?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
My That's my left arm where he hit me. It's right above my elbow.
What's depicted on this picture, Ms. Acosta?
It's a bruise. I got an instant bruise and mark.
Okay. To your knowledge, Ms. Acosta, has this photograph been altered in any way?
No, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Costa, I'm showing it from Freeman State Exhibit number 3. For identification purposes, do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
What is this picture of?
My left arm as well. Right above my is
And
where
what's depicted in this picture?
the bruising and the markings where I was hit.
To your knowledge, Ms. Acosta, has this photograph been altered in any way?
No, sir.
Thank you. And lastly, Ms. Acosta, I'm showing you this in Freeman State Exhibit number 4. For identification purposes, do you recognize this photograph?
Yes, sir.
What's in this photograph, please, Ms. Acosta?
My arm as well.
What's depicted in this picture?
The same thing, the bruising to my left arm.
And to your knowledge, Ms. Acosta, has this photograph been altered in any way?
No, sir.
Your Honor, at this time, State will offer into evidence exhibits 1, 2, 3, and 4, and will turn it to defense for any objection.
Norma? Norma? Mr. Vaccaro, do you know, I'm sorry, out the record for a moment. Do you know, is your attorney in jury trial?
Yeah, I called them earlier this day.
So they're actually in trial now?
When I called the office.
If you would like, Your Honor, I have the attorney's number. I can text her.
Yeah, if you could text her, because I'm going to try to get you out here as soon as possible if they're in trial. And the reason why I called you back today, because sometimes attorneys are up for trial, but they actually don't go. So I'm trying to get you out as quickly as possible. Are you going to have any objections? Oh, no objections.
So
All right, Cindy, states exhibits 1 through 4 are admitted without objection.
may the state publish the reports.
Yes, thank you.
Ms. Acosta, my question for you is, did anything else happen after you came into contact with the police that day?
Yes, sir. I wasn't sure. Do you mean between Mr. Gonzalez and I, or with the cops?
With Mr. Gonzalez?
No, at that point he was gone. He left. He never returned.
Okay. I'll pass the witness at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so let's start at the beginning. Who's David Hernandez?
David Hernandez is the father of my first 2 children.
And is that where you were living? Where you were living with him on Parent Vital?
No, I was living with Adam at the apartments.
At whose apartment is that?
It was Adam's friend. He was basically, I guess, subleasing it. It was not on the lease or anything.
Now, in the picture, you said you went over there to get your stuff. In the pictures the police showed me, there's no women's stuff anywhere visible.
Well, that's the living room. If you went to the bedroom, you would see my kids' bunk beds, my kids' toys. We shared 2 dogs. Him and I were physically living together in that apartment since November 1st.
Since
I lived there
November the
3
1st.
months and endured 3 months of abuse. And there was several police records to prove
I know
that.
you don't like him. I know you don't like him, and I've read your text how you're going to fuck him up with the DAs, and you're going to talk to another DA if the first one doesn't get it done. I've read all the text. I know you don't like him. You don't have to stress that part. Now, so you're saying you moved in that apartment in November.
Yes, sir.
You lived there full time.
Yes, sir. My kids
Okay.
as well. His kids as well. He can vouch for that.
I'm asking you questions right now. So you said on this day, you got there alone.
Yes, sir.
So your kids were inside?
They were in the school, and the police officers sent the kids to the school when this incident happened to make sure Adam Gonzalez wouldn't pick the kids up.
No, that's my question is when you
I
got
was alone.
right. And your kids had not spent the night there, had they?
No, not that night. We were
Okay,
not
so
there
where
that
had your kids spent the night? Ironically, with David Hernandez on Parent Vital, or where?
Why do you need to know where my kids were that night if my kids
Told the
weren't
police
involved?
in your 911 call, please get over here. My kids are here, and that's a lie.
In the 911 call when he assaulted me in that particular
Yes.
incident?
Okay,
In
but your
January.
kids
Okay.
were not there, were they?
I never said that because my kids were in school, but that's fine. I never said that in my
Now,
911.
you also haven't mentioned to the judge in your testimony about how what really pissed you off is you found a box of condoms. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
That's what set you off, isn't it? You found a box of condoms and you said something like, we don't use those, so why do you need these?
No, sir. I was upset by the electronics because you have to understand, like I said earlier, we were starving, my kids and I.
Right.
We had no money. So where did he come and get all these electronics?
Well, so why did you tell the police that's what started it was you found the box of condoms?
Because
So
that
either
was a
that's
part
what
of
started
as
it
well.
or that's not what started it.
Okay, the condoms is a part of it, but the electronics as well. Because the first thing when I walked into the house was the electronics, not the condoms. The condoms weren't thrown all over the house. And if you
Where
can
did
see
you
the picture, they weren't on the floor in the living room.
They were. The box of condoms is on the floor in the living room, yes. But
It was in the restroom under the sink because that's where I went to get my straightener from.
that's where you found them and then you threw them somewhere else because the picture shows them on the floor in the living room. But, okay. Did you not look at the pictures with the state when you were here?
Yeah, but I was looking at the table I got hit with, not the condoms.
Okay. Well, the condoms are what started this whole thing.
No, it's not. It was a part of it, sir.
Okay. Now, where did you spend the night? If you lived with the apartment and your kids live at the apartment and their beds are at the apartment and your clothes and your straightener are at the apartment, but now you're saying, but the night before you did not live there. You had not spent the night there with your kids the night before.
The day before, I got picked up the day before because I had been enduring abuse those 3 months and starvation. So I called and I got picked up. I said, I need out. I want out.
So where did you spend the night before?
I stayed that particular day. I got picked up by David and I stayed with David and my other 2 kids.
So when I asked you if you stayed with David at Parent Vital and you said absolutely
No,
not.
you said, do I live there? And I said, no.
Okay.
So that was the question. And I answered correctly.
So that was the first time you had talked to David in how long?
3 months.
You had not talked to your ex in 3 months.
I didn't have a cell phone. No, sir.
Okay. Now, the screwdriver you said was on a table by the door.
A desk by the door.
It wasn't in the toolkit that was opened that the pictures show.
No, that's not a toolkit. He kept all his tattoo stuff in there. There was no tools actually in there. It's a toolbox, but it was for tattoo stuff.
Now, you also left, you said you stabbed him, right?
Yes, sir.
In the arm with the screwdriver.
Yes, sir.
As you're running out the door to get away from him, you stop.
No,
Grab the
he stopped.
screwdriver. Let me finish, okay?
Go ahead.
You're going to the door, right? You're headed out, right? Because you found the box of condoms. You're mad. You're leaving. You keep shaking your head no, but you told the police that. Have you read the police report? Did they go to the trouble to have you read this?
No, I know what I said, but go ahead. Continue.
Well, so you're at the door leaving, and you stop and get a screwdriver and turn around to confront him. That's what you're saying today, right?
Can I talk now? Are
Sure.
you okay? So I did not stop. I said he stopped me. So when I'm running and he grabs me from the back, yeah, that's going to stop me. I weigh 100 pounds. At the time he was weighing 200. So yes, I was stopped. So when he stops me, I'm going to throw my hand out and reach for whatever I can grab. And that's what I grabbed.
Now, that's different than what you told the police today. So I know you keep rolling your eyes, and maybe they'll call a police officer to straighten this out. But
No,
you
it's
told
just because I went through this, and it's like, let's not make it less than what it is. Validate my feelings and what happened.
I read what you want to do. You're going to make sure some DA listens to you. Fuck this. Fuck him. I'm going to make sure he pays. I know what you're
because you know what he did to my kids. Do you know what that was? You don't know. You didn't endure it. My kids did.
Well, we're not here for that. Okay. So
Yeah.
if something happened, you apparently know a lot of DAs, so call one of them.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. But on this day, even though you told the police on 911 your kids were there, they weren't, right?
My kids were at school. I never said that my kids were there. You probably have a different 911 call because my kids were there at other times.
Now, you said so you had a key to the apartment?
Yes. We lived there, him and I.
But that's just, did you have a key?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And when did you get the key?
When I moved in November.
November? Okay.
Yep. November 1st is when I went into that apartment and we took all our belongings, 2 kids and 2 dogs.
November 1st of what year?
Last year.
2025.
Of the same year the incident occurred, so or no, the year before, so November of 25.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
No,
help you.
24.
The offense date, according to this happened on January 23rd of 2025, right?
I will tell you right now. Of 25, yes. So I moved
Okay.
in 24, November 24.
And you're sure of that?
Yes, sir. That's where we lived.
Okay, well, the
My
problem
kids
with
rode
that
the bus
is,
to get to school. We took them to school from there.
this is his lease for that apartment?
It was not in his name.
No. I know that. But this is the lease for that apartment, right?
Okay, I don't know. I've never
He's-
seen it.
Well, I'm telling you, I'll let you see it. If you were here, I'll show it to you right here. You want to see it? See where it says lease and his name's on it?
I can't see that. So
Man, mark this as defense 1.
could I ask what other residents are listed on that lease? Because I know the person that lived there with their son. So was there 3 individuals on that lease, or is it just?
Just one moment. Are you all in jury trial?
Hmm.
Judge, Castro's not calling to the bench yet. Apparently
Okay.
it's us and the CT's case with the defendant in jail, so we're just waiting.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, you guys may continue. Sorry
Thank
about
you.
that.
Okay, I'm going to try to put it real close. And look on this top, you see where it says the name of the person on the lease. Can you read that?
Michael Ramos.
Okay, and then he has a child named Michael Ramos Jr., right?
Okay.
Okay, so, and this,
where's the
if this,
name on there?
if this lease says 2500 Jackson Keller, apartment 1205,
Yes.
your testimony under oath, and you're as sure about that as you are what this other story you've told us today, you moved in there November of 2024.
Yes.
Okay, can you explain to me how he signed his lease on January the 8th of 2025? So how are you living in an apartment he didn't even have?
Because he was subleasing it to us. He moved
No.
out.
Michael Ramos.
Yes.
Right. Michael didn't have the apartment until January the 8th.
He renewed his lease. He had lived there for like 11 years.
Okay.
Does it show past leases? Does it show renewal date? Or does it show like that's the first
It
lease?
shows that's when he moved in, January the 8th.
Okay, no,
of
he's lived there
2025.
for 11 years. His child went to Jackson Middle School behind. We would
Okay.
babysit his son after he got out of school. Like, let's be real now.
Oh, I'm real. Just as real as your threats are.
Yeah.
I'm real. And as much as you stabbed. Now let's go back to you stabbing him in the arm.
Let's go.
Now you told the police when he picked up the table, you stabbed him in the arm.
No, he hit me with the table first.
So that's changed since that.
I got hit and then I got stabbed. Okay. I am sorry that I have endured PTSD. I have depression because before this incident, I had an AK to my head. So I'm sorry if my story doesn't align word for word with the police report, but this happened.
Something happened. You broke in through the window of the bedroom.
I broke
You
into
came
a
in,
window
You
now?
woke him up. You found the condoms. You got mad and you attacked him. And then
So
you
how did
took-
I get hit with the table? Because I attacked him, so he was protecting
Did-
himself? Is that what we're saying now? So where's the police report from Mr. Gonzalez about me attacking him? Why didn't he at any point ever call the cops since he's the only person in that apartment that had a phone? Huh? Did I hold him down and not let him call for
I
help?
don't know what you did after you stabbed him. I truly don't know.
Mm.
I know he left, so because to avoid any confrontation with you, because
Because he had already broke my arm.
and you do know that you're so scared of him, but he had to call probation in August and report that you would not quit harassing him and threatening him, and that's in his probation file. Do you know that? Yes or no?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't understand how I was scaring him with no phone, but that's fine. Do we have all the reports where I called Miss Mata and reported where he was abusing me and beating me up? Do we have all those reports?
We don't have Miss Mata.
Oh, okay. But we don't have the reports either. But we have your report where he reported,
Police report.
harassment.
Not my report.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, it's their report.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened to the electronics? Did you take them?
They were all broken. He broke them during the argument.
Because in the TV, I mean, the pictures that one of the TVs is still, you said there were two TVs, two sound bars, but there's only one TV in the
I
picture.
didn't say the number. I said that there was TVs, sound bars, laptops. I said electronics. I never
TVs
specified a number. I never specified a number. So yes, I used TVs with more than one. You know, that means more than one, but I didn't say a few, a couple. I did not specify, sir. I just said there
What-
was TVs.
All right, everyone, just one moment.
Ms. Acosta, are you able to unmute?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Ms. Acosta, I have one last question for you. Looking at your screen right now, do you see Adam Gonzalez?
Yes,
Can you identify him by an article of clothing that he's wearing?
he's wearing orange.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions.
So, Miss, any of
Nothing further. No, please. Go ahead.
So here's my question. It's not really a question, but I want to let you know that I had ordered that there was to be no contact. And I understand that sometimes people think relationships, maybe they will end up working out. But I put the no contact order in place to make sure that all parties are protected. So I'm going to place him on full GPS, which means he's not going to be allowed to leave his home. And you're not to have any contact with him. All right, so this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violations 4 and 4 not true. The court will find violation of condition number 1 not true. The court will find the condition number 5 true.
25.
I'm sorry, 25, thank you. Court will find 25 true. This is what the court is going to do. Come forward, sir. Sir,
Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking. I'm sorry. My apologies. Front center.
I don't know what people don't understand when I say no contact.
Yes, yes,
People
Your
want
Honor.
to do their own thing. That's not allowed. There's no allegation that you had contact in the motion to revoke. So I'm only dealing with what is before me. So
Isn't that what 25 is, right?
25 is inadvertently in contact, which could mean she came over. So the other issue of exactly no contact, because she should not have gone his apartment. I have no jurisdiction over her to make her not do that, but I do have jurisdiction over you. So 4, 4, and 1 not true, 25 true. And the court is going to alter the main conditions to include the bib course, and there's going to be full GPS. There's to be no contact with the complainant that was in the violation of condition number 1 and 25. There is to be, I'm going to order, I think I may have already ordered a parenting class.
I completed the parenting class, Your Honor.
Well, it's not working. So do a step up on parenting classes. I don't know what would be better for him. Do they still have compadre?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you're going to do parenting classes with compadre, and there will be no one else, just compadre. The court is not going to accept parenting classes
Okay.
through anyone else, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And that's going to be full GPS until further notice and waive GPS fees.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And the court will not consider changing that for employment unless you provide proof of employment and a work schedule.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there's to be no contact with her. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there is to be no, and I previously put in here, no unsupervised contact. So there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And the court will only reconsider that once you've completed the parenting classes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, how long did you want to give him to get the GPS?